Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Friday afternoon, December 3rd, and we are looking at Window Trader's market profile of SPY, IWM, and triple Qs. So, all right, sports fans, we have a lot to go over today. We will break down all three of these charts, of the indices of these on their charts. Incredible, wild ranges this week. Fantastic opportunities. Playing small, being nimble. I mean, you get $10, $12, $14 ranges with volume of 130 million. You really can't ask for more than that. Even if you're wrong on one, if you're smart enough to get out quick, it gives you multiple opportunities to get back in and try to get that back and more. We all end up, as you can see, with B shapes, which just signifies long liquidation. Now, Qs do go out with a trend day. They filled one set in M. They have a little small set right at basically their half back. But let's keep in mind, I'm in 20 tick increments for Qs, 15 for Russell, 10 for SPY. And that's the ranges we've had. But we all go out looking like B shapes. We all go out with POCs of 9 wide or more. In fact, we had the smallest POC, which was 9 wide. Volume excellent with all of them. We're down. Now, we had a chance. Now, Qs also, now they have a little problem, triple Qs. Not only did they hold trend down, they had an outside day down. Okay? Where we took out the previous day's high and closed below the previous day's low. We had a chance to do it in Russell. Didn't make it. The buyers rallied, and the same in SPY and ES. What did happen this morning is one of the things, and I have it posted in my trading room on the Trading Wisdom, when you take out a previous day's high or low and quickly get accepted back into that day's range, especially when you had an inside day. So that made it even doubly so. We came out of an inside day to the upside, SPY and Russell, and failed, quickly came back in. The hair on the back of your neck needs to stand up. That is a market telling you something. And the ultimate destination is the other end of that previous day's range. Well, we got it, my friends. We got it in 5 time frames. In ES and SPY, we got it in 4 time frames, I think, in Russell. And triple Q's got it in 2 time frames. So amazing, right? That's really important stuff. We opened with higher value, went overlapping to higher, and closed with lower value. Again, I'm not going over all my trades. It's just silly to do so because there were just a lot of them, and fortunately all successful. And on both sides of the market. On both sides of the market. From as big as this range was, as much volatilities we had with the back and forth, we still had very good visual areas that this market stopped at, believe it or not. It really did. First time down against the price probe in A, went back up. First time again against eyes low. I mean, it stopped at visual areas a couple of times where you could take longs, take a short below the price probe when A went down. So there were visual areas that the market, it didn't free fall. Again, is this long-term traders? I don't think so. Why? Well, just look at these last 4 days. Right? Look at the last 6 days. Market went down, back up, down, tempted to go up, down, attempted to go up today, went down, and then finished smack in the middle of the last 2 days. Long-term traders, long-term sellers are not going to allow that to happen. We had a chance for a trend day down 3 times today. None of them held. So this is still, it's just in such a huge playground that these short-term algos and retail traders, as ourselves, are playing in. Long-term sellers are not going to go back and forth the way this market has over these last 5-6 trading days. Not going to happen. So you'll know when they're here. You'll go down straight for 3-4 days in a row. You'll have trend days down. Any rally will be smacked in the face. And so not going to happen. Even today, I thought we had an afternoon rally high today in G. It turned out to be a great trade for me because at that time it was as we rolled right over, but M period took it out. So, again, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, I did 10 trades today. 5 from the long side, 5 from the short side. Luckily, all 10 were in the money. I made money on all of them. I did trades. I did a long, first time against the 50-day moving average. I did a short against the 50-day moving average when we went back up to it. I did shorts against single prints, afternoon rally high. I took, so I did them against very visual areas. Now, not surprisingly, the way this market traded, we closed 6 cents below the 50-day moving average. So 3 days in a row, and I'm going to go over all these charts, but for 3 days in a row, we went back and forth through the 50 again. 2 days we've settled below it, 1 above it. Now, today is barely right, it's really right on it. So you could call it 1 day below, 1 day above, 1 day on it. So it's going to make it interesting who wins it. I don't think I'm declaring buyers dead for trying to get a new all-time high. Now, again, today's low becomes important to me because it's a weekly low now. We did take out these 2 lows. We did get some extension, but we did close back inside. So if the sellers are really serious, and again, I'm calling the daily down and the weekly's down, the monthly's balanced. If the sellers are really serious, they need to go take out today's low fairly quickly and get the daily one time framing down and get some acceleration and distance below these last 3 lows now. So we'll see. Until that happens, I'm not going to give up hope that the buyers might not have a Christmas rally yet. I'm not going to give it up just yet. As far as destinations, upside 460. Now look at this. We closed at, you want to talk about ranges, price vacuums. And that's another reason we're having these huge ranges. Because watch these destinations, the vacuums. We closed at 453.42. Actually, right now they have us closing 11 cents above the 50-day moving average. So again, I'm going to call that right on it. So 1 day below, 1 day above, 1 on it. 453.42 is our close. You know what our first destination is on the upside? Today's high, 460.30. That's $7 higher. We have a sell tail of $4.17. So first destination, 460.30. Then we have 464.67, which is a daily high. Then we have 466.56, which is this weekly high right here from Wednesday. Then we have 469.57 daily high, 472.40 afternoon rally high from November 22nd, and 473.54 weekly high, monthly high and all-time high. For the downside, we don't have anything till 9 wide, 451.77. Then below that, we don't have anything to today's low of 448.92. That's another $4 lower. Then we got very close to 448.27 daily low and filling the gap at 447.55, 72-point gap from the 19th. And I gave you a lot of other downside destinations the other day. I'm not going to go over them again right now. Now let's go to all the charts and break all this down. Let's start with the Russell. Let's start with the monthly top down. Now, we said last month the buyers did not want to get back accepted into March's range, right? We had an 8-month balance we came out of last month and popped above it by $10. Pretty impressive. And then all of a sudden got sucked back in. I said, if you get into this thing, the ultimate destination is the bottom of March's low, 207.21. Well, guess what? We got down to 212.71 this week. So, again, that's a huge range, right? It's a $27 balance. Doesn't mean you have to get to the bottom of it. Right now, we'll see if this is the low, but right now, you'll take baby steps, 210.68, 209.05, and then March's low. So they're back into balance after blowing out the top. Remember, last month, 244.46. We're down $34 off the high. Well, 10% is $24 from the high. So we're off. Russell is 15% off its high in less than a month. Balance. Weekly. Clearly down in the weekly. Daily. Now, their daily, again, they took out, I'm trying to see what they took out that other daily low by. Not by a much. I guess you can call this a 3-day balance for Russell. I would use Wednesday's high as the top of it and today's low as the bottom of it. So you're in a 3-day balance and they're below the 20, the 50, and the 200. So monthly is balance, weekly is down, daily is balance. Let's go to triple Qs. Triple Qs did not take out last month's low until after ES, but they did. So the monthly is in balance for triple Qs. Right now I would call it a 2-month balance. Weekly, down. Daily. Where did the daily close? 380, 313. I'm going to call the daily down for now. Because Russell didn't stretch the previous day's low by a lot. We did here. By a lot in triple Qs. So I'm calling the daily down, outside day down. Now they did close above their 50. But the monthly is now balance. The weekly is down, the daily is down, outside day down, and they had a double distribution day today. Now let's go to SPY and ES. Monthly, balance. Am I going to still call it 2-month balance? Well, we stretched it a little more today. I'll give it another week. If we hold this week's low, I'll still call a 2-month balance. But if we make a new low next week, then I'm going to call it a 3-month balance, and then the target becomes the 426.36 monthly low. So balance right now, 2 months. Weekly, down. Next stop in the weekly, 443.27. Right? We'll see if that's the next destination. So monthly balance, weekly down. Daily, I'm calling, this is a tough one. Even though we rallied hard and we're right on the 50, we extended those 2 daily lows by a buck and change. I'm going to call the daily down. Again, some people will call it a 3-day balance because we took out yesterday's high and yesterday's low. You can still call it a balance. I'm going to call it down. See what happens on Monday. If we come out of it to the downside, we're certainly down. If we take out the high, then we're certainly back in a 4-day balance. But for now, I'm going to call it down because the way we stretched those 2 daily lows low by over $1. But look where we closed. Literally, it's like a bottle rocket. We are sitting on the 50-day moving average. 3 days in a row. Is this a fuse to set off this bottle rocket now to go higher? Test the top of the balance up there and then the 20 and go to highs? Or is this fuse going to fizzle out? We get back below it, take out three daily lows, including a weekly low, and get further distance to the downside. It all remains to be seen. I'm not declaring bulls dead, though, as far as getting a new all-time high yet. If we take out today's low, I would say then it's probably very, very low odds that we go and make a new all-time high this year. Thanks for liking these videos and subscribing. Come check us out at camelbacktrading.org. I hope you had a good week trading. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll speak prior to the opening on Monday.